Once upon a time, in the late 19th century, a German scientist named Robert Koch embarked on a scientific journey that would change the course of medicine forever. In 1882, he made a groundbreaking discovery. He identified the culprit behind one of humanity's oldest and deadliest diseases: tuberculosis. Koch named the bacterium responsible for tuberculosis Mycobacterium tuberculosis. With this revelation, the world began to unravel the mysteries of TB. But understanding the enemy was only the first step. Scientists tirelessly worked to find ways to combat this formidable foe. In the 1890s, Koch himself developed tuberculin, a substance derived from TB bacteria, which became a crucial tool in diagnosing TB infections. As the 20th century dawned, the battle against TB gained momentum. In 1943, two researchers, Selman Waxman and Albert Schatz, achieved a major breakthrough. They discovered streptomycin, the first antibiotic effective against TB. This marked a turning point in TB treatment, offering hope to millions afflicted by the disease. The 1950s brought another milestone with the introduction of isoniazid, a highly potent anti-TB drug. With isoniazid, treatment outcomes improved significantly, saving countless lives. But TB remained a formidable adversary. Despite the availability of effective treatments, the disease continued to ravage communities, especially in resource-limited settings. In the 1970s and 1980s, drug-resistant strains of TB began to emerge, posing new challenges to TB control efforts. In response to the growing threat of drug-resistant TB, researchers intensified their efforts to develop new tools and strategies. In 2006, a revolutionary diagnostic test called GeneXpert MTB RF was introduced. This molecular test enabled rapid detection of TB and resistance to rifampicin, a key anti-TB drug, transforming TB diagnosis and management. Amidst these scientific triumphs, the World Health Organization, WHO, declared TB a global health emergency in 1993, signaling the urgency of the situation. The launch of the Stop TB strategy in 2010 marked a renewed commitment to accelerate TB control efforts and achieve global TB targets. In 2012, a beacon of hope emerged with the approval of bedaquiline, the first new TB drug in over 4 decades. Bedaquiline offered a lifeline to patients with multidrug-resistant TB, MDR-B, providing a glimmer of hope in the fight against drug-resistant strains of the disease. As the world entered the 21st century, the WHO set ambitious goals for TB elimination with the launch of the NTB strategy in 2018. The strategy aimed to end the global TB epidemic by 2035, envisioning a world free from the burden of TB. However, the journey towards TB elimination faced unforeseen challenges in 2020 with the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic disrupted TB services worldwide, leading to setbacks in diagnosis, treatment, and prevention efforts. Yet, amidst the trials and tribulations, the fight against TB continues. Ongoing research endeavors focus on developing new TB vaccines, shorter and more effective drug regimens, and improved diagnostics to accelerate progress towards TB elimination. As we commemorate World TB Day, let us remember the tireless efforts of scientists, healthcare workers, and advocates who have dedicated their lives to combating this ancient scourge. Together, let us continue the journey towards a world where tuberculosis is but a distant memory, and every individual can live free from the fear of this formidable disease.